Sometimes we think God only uses people who have it all together, but the Bible tells a different story, one full of flawed but chosen people. Let me remind you of three names: Noah, Abraham, Jacob. They weren't perfect, but they were used by God in powerful ways. Noah, a boat, rain, then a vineyard scene. Start with Noah, the man who walked with God when the whole world was wicked. He found grace in the eyes of the Lord and built the ark. He saved humanity. He obeyed when it didn't make sense. But after the rain stopped, after the world was quiet, after the storm passed, he planted a vineyard and got drunk. So drunk, he passed out uncovered in his tent. Yes, Noah had faith to build the ark, but he didn't guard his life after the victory. Lesson 1. Sometimes the greatest danger comes after the breakthrough. When we let our guard down, forget to stay watchful, and give the flesh room to act. Even the faithful need grace. Abraham, desert scene, Hagar, Ishmael. Then there's Abraham, the father of faith. God gave him a promise. You'll have a son. You'll be a great nation. But years passed and nothing. No child, no movement, just silence. So Sarah offered Hagar, and Abraham said yes. Ishmael was born, not from God's promise, but from human impatience. And generations later, that decision still echoes through history. Lesson 2. Just because you're called doesn't mean you're not vulnerable to compromise. Faith waits. Faith doesn't create a shortcut. Faith says, even if it takes years, I'll wait on God's way and not mine. Jacob, goatskins, a wedding veil, and a bloody coat. Now look at Jacob. His name literally means supplanter, a deceiver. He tricked his blind father Isaac with goatskins, pretending to be Esau. He lied to get the blessing. And though the blessing was real, the method was wrong. Later, he met Laban. And what happened? He was deceived. He worked 7 years for Rachel, but woke up next to Leah. The deceiver was deceived. And years after that, his sons brought him a torn, blood-soaked coat, Joseph's coat. They said, "Look, is this your son's robe?" And Jacob believed the illusion that Joseph was dead. The same way he once used a goat to deceive his father, a goat was now used to deceive him. Lesson 3. What you sow in manipulation can return in heartbreak. Deception may seem successful for a moment, but truth always catches up. But here's the beauty. God didn't leave Jacob in grief. He didn't cancel Abraham's promise. He didn't erase Noah's name. God still used them. Noah's sons repopulated the earth. Abraham did receive Isaac, the son of promise, and Jacob. He was renamed Israel and became the father of 12 tribes. Why? Because God's grace doesn't give up when we mess up. He doesn't discard the flawed. He transforms them. He lets the fire of consequences refine us, not destroy us. My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So if you feel like you've messed up, if impatience, compromise, or past failures weigh heavy on you, you're in good company. God can still write his story through your life. Because he doesn't call the perfect, he perfects those he calls. Follow for more Bible stories and devotionals. God bless you.